Right. So remember, we mentioned one of the keywords, data definition for data definition language as create. So we are going to create a database. So type the word create. Space. Space. Leave space. I can't see your cursor. Okay, then type database. Right. So what this is telling the system here is that you are telling the system at this stage that you want to create a database. Having written this statement, you now need to write the database name. So create database and database name. So space again. Let's call it employees. Let's use mixed characters so that we have look at adventure works is yeah. So let's start with the caps and then not that it matters, but I want consistency. Okay, so this is saying that we want to create a database. The database name is employees. Okay, that is what we want to do. But how do we create this? Do you see the tab that says execute? Click on that. Okay, now under that, you see the command completed successfully. That means that your database has been created. Your database has been created, but you do not see it here yet. You don't see it because it would only appear when you refresh. Now, leave the workbench and come to your Object Explorer. Okay, no, don't do anything. Don't click on anything. Just come to the Object Explorer. You were there just a few moments ago. Okay, now come a little bit to your right. Yep, no. A little bit to your left. Yep, one step down. One step down. Yep, click on that. That's your refresh button. Click on that. Have you clicked on it?
Yes. Do I do the second time?
I expected to see your employees table, your employees database. Okay. Are you sure you clicked on that? Refresh. Okay, fine. Close it and reboot. Close that and then
Close this X?
no. Close the whole thing. Close the whole database, the whole system. Not that.
This way?
Close the whole system from the X to the extreme right, top.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. My screen is covered, so
Okay.
this one, yeah?
Yeah. Normally, it should just show when you refresh, but I don't know why yours is not showing. Save changes. Okay, if you like, you can save it. If you want to say yes, don't worry. It doesn't matter though. But if you like, you can save. Yep, you can save.
I'll save in the folder.
Don't save any, don't spoil any of these folders there. You can create another folder for that. You don't need to save. You can actually cancel it.
Okay.
Just close it. And then open it again. Let's see if the database was created.
Where is it again? I picked it up from here the other time. So should I just SQ? Okay, yeah, this is it.
Is it loading up?
Yeah.
You stop sharing
So
your screen. Share your screen. We can't.
oh, it's not sharing.
Nah.
Oh gosh. Okay, because I stopped. So sorry about that.
Yep. So connect. Click on connect. Beautiful. So you're back in your server management studio, SSMS. Right. Now you see the plus sign by databases. Click on that plus sign. Let's see something. Yep, you see employees has appeared. So now you have an employee database. But this database at this stage is empty because there's nothing in there yet. You've not put anything in there. Now, if you click on the plus sign in front of AdventureWorks, and then click on the plus sign in front of tables, so these are all tables within the AdventureWorks database. All these dim accounts, dim currency, customer dates, department, group, employee, they are all tables within the AdventureWorks database. Do you get that? Now go back to tables and click on the minus sign, and then click on the minus sign in front of AdventureWorks. Okay, now come to employee, the plus sign in front of employee. Click on that plus sign and click on tables. We don't see any tables there like we saw the last time. What we have here are system tables, file tables, which we cannot use. These are not for us to use. They are things that automatically come with the creation of that database. Right? So they are not for us to use. They are for the system to use. Okay, close that again. Close the, click on the minus sign to close that. Okay, so now what are we going to do? We are going to input into this employee database some tables which we will be using moving forward. Okay, I just want you all to see the steps we are going through. So we are going to impute some tables in there. There are a number of ways by which we can impute these tables. I've sent you some tables on the Telegram chat. create a folder somewhere on your laptop and call that folder employees. On your laptop, maybe in your documents or anywhere you want, create a folder somewhere and then download all the tables that I have sent to you on the Telegram chat into that folder. Move all
It
into
go
that
into the same my folder that we created.
yeah, move everything into that same folder.
So I should create a new folder now, or
Where?
it should just come straight here now.
Okay, go to your file explorer. You know your file explorer, right?
Yeah, that's where I am.
No, that's not. You are still in SSMS.
Oh, it's maybe because I picked that whatever to share. I'm in the file explorer.
Minimize the SSMS screen.
Even can you see my file?
Yeah, minimize. You are still in SSMS.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's because what I picked
Okay,
entire. So let
let
me
me
just
let
see.
me share my
No,
screen.
no, it's done.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
No, we
Because
can. Okay, yeah. Now we can
yeah,
see it. Okay,
I
so
selected it.
maybe in your documents, go to documents. Maybe in your documents. So go into your documents folder. Why is that marked red?
No, it's space issue.
Oh, okay. So you need to be careful with otherwise SSMS is quite a big package. If you don't have space, it will
No,
start falling down.
it's OneDrive issue. It's not my
Okay.
system still has space. It's OneDrive.
Right. So create a new folder here. Under new, you see new. Click on the arrow, trickle arrow by new, click the folder, and just call it employees.
So you didn't want me to put it in the same folder as the SQL folder I created before?
No, I didn't say you shouldn't, but you were going to save it within the documents that Ebenezer had sent to you, right?
Yes,
And
that's what I'm
I
asking. I
didn't want
shouldn't.
that. I didn't want that
Okay.
mix up.
Okay. All right then. That's fine.
Just for your own sake, I didn't want that mix up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now go into the Telegram and move the tables, the files that I've sent to you into this employee folder.
I need to download it, yeah?
Yep, you can download. You can move. One thing I would like you to do though, you see that scroll down a bit. Let me see something. You see that I've named one file here, employees.
Yeah.
And then we've named our database also employees.
Yep.
So we shouldn't do that. So when you have downloaded this file, this employee file, we are going to rename it as employee details.
Okay.
Okay, to create a different employee underscore details. Just like I have cross underscore one, right? Employee
Okay.
underscore details. So download all these and then save in your employee folder, which you have just created. I hope everybody is doing this. This is quite simple. Everybody, please do this.
That's with you.
So having now downloaded everything, move into your employee folder. Now, the only reason why I want you to move it there is so that when we are looking for them, we find them easily. Okay. So you can
Can you still see my screen?
Yep, I can see your screen.
Okay.
So beautiful. Employee underscore details. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. That creates a separate name for that. Yeah. So you can select all and then just move and then just copy and paste into your
Employee folder.
yeah, the employee folder which you have. What happened? You didn't paste? Okay, that's cool.
I'm gonna skip. How many files? 1, 2, 3,
1,
4,
2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. Let me see how many I sent over to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Training addresses, cross 1, cross 2, employees, marital status, pay elements. Is that correct?
I don't have trainee and I don't have training, so
Okay, so you probably didn't download it.
let me go back. So yeah, that was the first one. Okay, let's go back to documents. No, download, sorry.
Maybe you
Oh
didn't.
yeah, sorry, I didn't pick it.
Okay, you didn't pick it. Yeah.
It was caught in between. So yeah.
Okay, so we have enough actually for all the training that we will be doing. We have enough. Yeah, we have quite enough. Plus, we would also use the AdventureWorks database anyway. So we have quite a lot of database. We have a lot of things to use. Okay, so what we are going to do now is to have this within our SSMS. We're going to have these. We have already created a database within SSMS. So we go back into your SSMS. You see, now click on, is that necessary? Okay. Right click on employees, the employee database. And come down to tasks. Move a little bit to your right. And move all the way down to import flat file. Now, hold on, don't do anything here yet. So these are the various ways by which you can import. You can either import flat file or you can import data. Now, move your cursor away. Let me do a little bit of explanation. Why are we importing?
You don't want me to record this?
Are you not recording? You are recording, aren't you? You're already recording.
Okay.
The recording button is on.
Okay.
So the easiest way to import files into your SSMS is to import them as flat files. What are flat files? You would see that the extension of the downloaded files that we just had. Olufunke, can you go back to your Telegram? Let's see where those files came from.
CSV.
Okay. You see that they are all CSV files. Comma separated value files. Now, they are also referred to as flat files. Now, these are the easiest to import into SSMS. We could import them as Excel files. But Excel, when you are using Excel, when you are doing the importation through Excel, the process is a little bit more tedious and longer. But with flat files, it's just straightforward. Okay, so now let's go back into our SSMS. And let's carry that process out again. Right click on employees, come to tasks, come to import flat file, and click on import flat file. Right, so this creates a wizard for you. Your screen is not showing fully. I'm not sure whether it is my screen or, but there are certain things I can't see on your screen. Okay, so now all you do is click on the next button. You are now going to browse your computer. You know where we saved the files, don't you? We saved the files under documents, and we created a folder employees. So we can import these files one by one. We can only do it one by one. So first of all, start from the top and then open. Right, at this stage, if you like, remember when I said we should change the name of employee from the file to employee details. If you like, you can change the name, new table name. You can change the name here. But the table schema, you do not change. Right? So now click on next. So this gives you a view of what is within that particular file that you are just trying to load. It tells you what is within there. Okay. Click next again. Let's see. Right. So at this stage, you would need to set up primary keys. Let us make address ID a primary key. So check the primary key. If it doesn't take it, we can always go back. And then go next, let's see. And then finish, let's see. Beautiful. So this has been successfully imported into your employee database. You have successfully imported addresses into your employee database. Close that. So we can go back and import another table. Click on tables. You might not see it until you refresh. No, click on tables. Let's see if it is there. It is not there, but refresh. Click on tables again. Let's see if it's showing there now. Can you see addresses, DBO addresses? So addresses has been the addresses table has been imported into the employee database. Do we get that? Now right click and let's import the next. Just go on. Go on with this one.
I shouldn't tick any box.
Yes, just go on. If there is anything wrong, it will bring us back. Close it. And let's import the next one.
So if I hadn't changed this is
Yeah,
where we could.
you would have changed it here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now let's have some primary keys here. Make employee ID, the person ID primary key. And why is date varchar? Why is dates as end varchar? I don't like that. Now change see the arrow? Yeah, click on that and make that date. Change that from end varchar to date. Select date. Okay, if it's wrong, if it doesn't accept it, it will bring us back and then we can always change. So go next, let's see. Okay, it didn't take it. Let's go back previous. End date, let's change it back to end varchar.
What does the and variable character?
We would
What
explain.
does that mean?
Yeah, varchar means variable character.
Okay. And the length is 50. Is that what the 50 in the?
Yeah, the length is 50.
50 characters.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. Okay, it's giving us a warning. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It's okay. Close it. Let's import other ones.
And I have a question.
Yep.
Let me I'll put the table schema. There's an arrow in front of it here. Is that the only thing? Okay, I wanted to know what other options
the only
we
thing
have.
there.
Okay.
That's
what
database.
does that stand for?
Database object.
Object, okay. I wanted to double check.
Marital status. Let's make marital status. Or should we make marital? Doesn't need a primary key. Does marital status need a primary key? Marital status ID. I don't think it needs a primary key. Okay, leave it. Click on that. Don't worry. If it doesn't take it, to bring us back.
So I should check it, yeah?
Yeah, check it.
Well, if we don't get it done while we're doing the what do you call it, in uploading it, will it be something that we could do at a later time?
Yeah.
Or once it is installed, that's it?
No, we can always make changes.
Okay, what is important? Okay.
Make pay element ID primary key here.
Only that one?
Yeah. There can only be one primary key.
Okay.
Make training ID primary key. Okay, go back. Uncheck that. Leave it blank. Let's see. Go back. Small int, tiny int, small int, date.
What does
Make,
small, that
make,
small, yeah.
Yeah,
What does that?
right. We have integer, we have small integers, we have tiny integers. So there are, when we will do what is called data types, and then you would understand those things.
Okay.
Make course ID a primary key. Let's see if what is going to happen here. Or alternatively, we should allow nulls and some on something. I don't know. Okay, go on. Let's see. If it doesn't take it, it will come back. Oops. Okay, wait, let me see what I have under mine. That is training, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the last one. Yeah.
I mean, that is training. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me see the key, the training. SQL training database. Mm. Database tables. Let me see. Let me check. Okay, let's see yours again. Maybe we should allow nulls. Can we allow nulls in some of these? Some people may start a training and may not end, right? So allow nulls for course end date. No, allow nulls. Click on
Okay.
course end dates. Allow nulls. Let's see. No,
end dates, not start date. Sorry, apologies.
Still make training ID primary key. Let's see there. And go next. Let's see what happens. Should actually tell us where the error is. If there is an error. Okay, click on error. Let's find out what the error is. Column trainer ID does not allow. No. Trainer ID does not allow no. Okay, so let's click on OK and let's go back. Trainer ID. Okay.
Maybe this.
Now click on trainer ID. Check trainer ID to allow no. Let's see what happens. And then remove the primary key. Remove that one too. Yep, and let's go next. Let's see what happens. Click on error again. Let's see what happens there. Click on show details. Close it. There's just something that I can't see yet. Scroll down. Okay, close that. Let's see. Go back. No, no. Go back. Previous. Go back again. Training ID. Person ID, course ID, trainer ID. Uncheck the allow nulls there. Let's see. Now let's leave everything blank and let's go. Let's see what happens. Why? Does not allow. No. Does not allow. Okay, close it. Let's see. Close that. It's okay.
Okay. Sorry, you're very faint. I didn't hear you. Yeah.
All right. Okay, and then go back. Back again. Okay, just close this one. We don't need to import. I'll find out what is wrong with that table. There might be something wrong with the table. Now refresh. And then open up your employees database. And then open up tables. You would see all the 6 now. So we've imported 6 tables. You should see them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. So now let's write a few queries. Let's write a few So let's open a new canvas or workbench, new query. And then what did I say? When we're looking for something within the database, what is the keyword that we use? What is the keyword? What is the data manipulation keyword? We're going to look for something.
Did we find? I don't know.
Okay, no, not find. The find is not one of the keywords.
Search.
Pardon?
Search.
What's that?
I thought we did the search. I'm not sure.
No, we never used search as a keyword last week, did we? There are a number of keywords that we use, and I said one is one will be one that we'll be using a lot. Select.
Okay.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So beautiful, you've already, now you should be mindful of something here. You see on the upper left corner in the white space where you have employees, there is an arrow there. Click on that arrow. So these are the databases within the system. The only one that you can use are the first two, AdventureWorks and employees. The other ones are system databases. You can't touch them. Now, usually, click on the arrow again and select master. Right, usually your system defaults to the master database. That is the standard default position. So if you are not careful and then you start writing queries within this database, okay, let's start. So Fuga, can you please write select? You know what? Let me see. Click on the plus in front of employee details. And then click on the plus in front of columns. Okay. So select person ID. No. Type it where you have the select. Person ID. Underscore ID. Comma. Employee underscore number. Start underscore date, comma after this one. Start underscore date. All right. Let me make this quick. Go to the next line.
Question, please. So anything we're typing select would have to be something in this column, right?
That is not necessarily.
Okay.
We haven't yet determined what we want. The table, we need to declare the table, then so if we had finished this query and you asked that question, I probably would have said yes. So from next line.
Okay, now. Enter now.
Enter, yeah.
Okay.
From employee details. Underscore details. Okay. Now, is this a wrong query? Let me ask this question. Who thinks this is a wrong query?
The parameter is wrong.
Somebody say something. Babatunde?
The parameter seems to be wrong.
I can't hear you. There's some echo from where you are speaking.
I said the parameters seems to be wrong.
Which parameters?
Employee on employee details.
Why is it wrong? Actually, it is employees' details.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Okay, but is this okay? Even if you put the S there, even with the S there, is it correct? Does it show that it's correct? Why is it underlined red? Why are the words underlined red? Okay, it is for a simple reason. Okay, get out, click out of that space. I want this box to go away. The only reason why this looks like it's wrong is because we are working from a different database. These items here that we have selected are not within the database called master. Do you get that? We are working from a different database. So remember I told you earlier on that click again on that trickle arrow by master and then select employees. Is this now correct?
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful. So you see that if you are not careful, you are working from the wrong database, and it's a common mistake. You just start typing without checking whether you are working from the right database. And then you would see some of your selections marked as being wrong, when in actual fact, you are not wrong. This query is a very, very correct query. There's nothing at all wrong with it. But because we were working from a wrong database, it came out as being wrong. Right? So
Question, please.
Yes, I'll ask your question.
Yeah, the select is in blue, the from in blue. Then why is the start date in blue as well when it's like a data set?
When it's an attribute, you mean?
Oh, is it an attribute? Sorry.
Yeah. Attributes, fields, columns. It's a column name. You see that the start date is under columns.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's an attribute. Now, the reason why that is the case is that date itself within SQL is a keyword.
Okay.
You understand? So we can do we can use what is called backtick. We can, when we want to call this to make it not show as a keyword, we can enclose it within backticks. You know what your backticks are?
No.
On your computer keyboard, there is a key above your tab. Your tab key. There is a key above the tab key.
Yeah.
Can you
The
see
ampersand?
that? Pardon?
The ampersand key?
Is that what you have above your tab?
Yes. The apostrophe and ampersand, that's what I have above it.
Oh, I see. So your keyboard seems to be a little bit different. Okay. On my keyboard, to the left of the number 1, there is a key that has got a kind of slash, like apostrophe.
Those are the keys on top of, can you see them? This one, that's like an apostrophe.
I can't see.
And
yeah,
these are the 2 I have.
Oh, okay, yes. So the one that looks like, which one do you have? There is one that looks like, how many do you have there? 2 or 3?
2.
You have 2. Okay, I have 3.
The first one is without the shift key. The second one is with the shift key.
No, so your keyboard is slightly different from let me see this one. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry. When I'm typing, I'll show you what it is that I'm talking about. But it looks like quotation marks. But instead of it slanting to the left, from left to right, it slants from right to left. It's called backticks. So you can enclose that start date in backtick, and then that should sort out that problem. No, that's not the backtick. That is so it goes on it as just like quotation marks would go. It would enclose it just like as though they were quotation marks. Right. So this is one good query. And if you run this query, do you know how to run a query, Olufunke? You've run one before. That's why I'm asking you.
I think execute.
Execute. Yes, execute.
Yeah. So I should go ahead?
Yep, do that. And then you have, that's your result. That's your result. Actually, this table didn't load everything. I don't know why it didn't load the alphabetical part of the person ID. It didn't load everything that I wanted it to load. So there's something here. There's an error here. We might need to delete this table and reload it. But for now, it is serving its purpose, and so not a problem. Right. So look at this query. From the employee table, we have selected a number of columns. Last week, when we spoke about the select keyword, we did mention that you can either decide to select all the columns or just select a number of them. Right, so in this particular instance, we have selected just a number of them. Now, if we wanted to select all, then what would we have done? We would have had to write out every single column: employee, person ID, employee number, start date, end date, title, forename, surname, birth date, gender, address, ID, all of that. Do we get that? Olufunga, kindly scroll down a little bit. Scroll down on your left. Yeah, that's scroll down. Let me see something. All right, that's okay. That's enough. Now increase this thing a bit. Increase the space to the left. Slide, yes, slide it to your right. I want to see what. Which of the tables were we not able to load? Was it
Training.
training? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see if there's anything here that's. This is Vaka. Not no. End date, not no. Okay, the end date should not be no. All right, that's fine. I'm just trying to investigate something, why that thing didn't load. Because whatever has been loaded before obviously affects the status of what we are loading. Okay, so we've gotten this one. So if we wanted everything, we would have had to write them one by one. So that is one option. So if you like, you can decide to select that everything, name everything, every column one by one. But assuming there were 100 columns, will you do that? Will you really do that? I think that would be a complete waste of time, wouldn't it? So there is a shortcut. So if you come down a bit, come to leave details, come down. No, okay, go to the workbench.
Okay, here.
The workbench. Into the workbench.
Here.
Yeah. Enter. Click on enter. Enter again. So now type select. Star. Select star. One line down. Enter. From employee details. Okay, another thing. Now, when you are within the correct database, immediately you start typing something, it gives you the options. Take note. So here you want employee details, right? So straight away, you can just double click on employee details under there and then get what it is that you want. Instead of wasting your time to type everything, just double click on that and then it picks it up. You get that? But if you were in a different data, remember when we were typing the first query from a different database, it didn't give us that option. So that's another way for you to know when you are within the wrong database and you are typing and you don't get the options you expect, that should straight away tell you something, that something is wrong somewhere. Right? Now again, click, select what you, this, because we have two queries written out, if we just execute, we would have both outputs returned, but we just want one output. We just want the output of the current query. So highlight the second query you have just written. And then execute. You see, this now gives us everything. It picks up all the attributes: person ID, employee number, start date, end date, title, forename, surname, birth date, gender, address ID, date time added, date time modified. So this star here, star is simply another way or a short form of selecting all the attributes. So this is read as select all. Select star is also read as select all. Select all the attributes from the employee table, employee details table. Do we get that? Is that making sense?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So when you use select star, you retrieve all the columns. If you want to select just a specified number of columns, then you have to use the first type of query. You have to actually indicate which columns you want to select. So it will return only those ones that you have selected. All right? Right. Now, click out. Okay, and then enter. Enter again. We would now want to see how we can restrict the number of rows. Why is this important? Restricting the number of rows. Why is it important? In fact, it is very, very, very important. You see the select all query that we've just done. Select all that we have just done.
Yeah.
Right. Assuming you are employed by Facebook, how many customers, how many people have a Facebook account?
Millions.
How many?
Millions.
Millions? I don't think so.
You sure?
I think the number of Facebook users is in billions. B for Bravo.
Okay, in the B's, okay.
Billions. I don't think it's in millions at all. In fact, some people have even more than one Facebook account. Some people have 2, 3. Right? So assuming that you are employed by Facebook or you are employed by which other social media? WhatsApp. Or you are employed by even Google. And you go and do a select all statement like we have just done, or even a partial selection. And you've run this query on a database. Olufunke, how many rows were returned in your query?
In this one, I can only see 14 now, but the rows are
okay, look down. Look one step down. You will see
134.
134 rows.
Yeah, 134, yeah.
Okay, so 134 rows were returned in this particular query that we have just run. So that is manageable. The system can easily handle that. But assuming the database had 5 billion or 1 billion or even 500 million rows, or even 1 million rows, and you do a select all without any restrictions, and this could be an interview question, actually.
Do you want to repeat that again, please?
Assuming you were employed by Facebook and you were given a database to run a query on. So the database is a database that you have never seen before. You don't know what is in there. And let me just say this. When you run a query like this, like we have just done, right? Usually when you are employed by an organization to run a query, it's on a database that you have never seen before. It is not wise to do a select all query. it is not wise at all to do a full select all query like we have just done. The reason being that you do not know what is in the database. You don't know what the table contains. You have no idea. You don't know the volume of data that is there. So if you just go and blindly do a select all query, what could happen is that you would be restricting computing resources. So assuming there were billions of rows, the computer will now be overworking, processing, trying to process, trying to get the results that you want. Now, what could happen is that that singular query could stop all computers in the organization from working. If you have taken up all of the computing space. Because computer systems need space within which to work. So if the capacity is not there for them to carry out the work that they are to do, they will be unable to do it. So if you have run a query that will eat up computing capacity, then you are denying other people the ability to work. So if you do not know what is in a table, you never run a select all query. In fact, you can run a select all query, but you must restrict the rows, which means that you must restrict the output. Okay, so I want to run a select all query on, let's say, a Facebook table. Facebook customers. I want to run a select all. I can restrict the rows to, let's say, 10, 5, 3, 20, 100. The most important thing is that I want to see what the attributes are. The attributes tell me more about what is in the database than the number of rows. Am I making sense?
Yes.
So in this particular result that we have here, we know that in this table, there is person ID, there is employee number, there is start date, there is end date. The number of rows doesn't mean much to me. I know that there are 134 rows, but what is the essence of that? At this stage, it has no meaning. It's of no relevance. But if I were to have 1 billion rows, and it's going to slow down my work, then I am not writing a very good query. You get? So when you are, especially for the first time, you are running a query on a database and you don't know what the database has, you need to restrict the number of rows. One, so that you do not waste computing time or computing resources. And most critically, you are only interested in the attributes. You want to see what is within the database. So for SSMS, the way you restrict the number of rows, again, Olufuge, if you can write, select.
So a new query now.
Yeah.
Select, yeah?
10 star from employee details.
Why is the from?
Sorry. Yeah. Select top 10. Put top there.
TOP.
Yep.
Space or?
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Now highlight the new query and then execute. So this just gives you the top 10 roles. Like I said earlier on, if you now, okay, copy, do Control C, Control C.
Yeah.
Yep, and then come down, paste, Control V, and then change the 10 to 5. Highlight the two queries.
The two at the same time?
Yep. And then execute. Right, so you see we have two results. One has got 10 rows, the other one has got 5. Now, is there a difference in the information that we get from these two?
Just rows.
So is there a difference in the information that these two are giving us? There is absolutely no difference in the information that the two queries, the two results are giving us. The two results are both giving us the attributes of everything that is within the database. The only difference is the number of roles that have been output, that we have output as output. But the basic information, person ID, employee number, start date, end date, up to date time modified, they are the same for both. Now, if you were to run the same query using select top 100, that information would still be the same. And if you were to not restrict the output at all, that information will still be the same. So why must you go and do a select all on a database that you do not know anything about to waste computing time? Are you getting me? So when you started a new when you started work on a new table that you do not know what is within the table, the best thing is to restrict the number of rows so that you just, what you need from the table is an idea. You want an idea of what is within the table. Okay. Right. So let you remember when last week we said there are slight differences between the various vendors, the various what is it called? Database management systems. So in SSMS, this limitation, this way of limiting the number of roles is select top 10, top 5, top 20, top whatever. Okay. In MySQL, it is limit. Okay, let's write Olufunke, come down one step, and then double click on your hyphen button twice. Okay, and then write for MySQL.
Did you say from?
Yeah, don't execute. For MySQL.
Okay.
Right. So for MySQL, the way we limit the number of rows is just copy everything that you have there. Just copy one of the upper things. Control C. Come back down, paste, and then remove the top 5. Come down to details and enter. Oh no, put the star back there.
Where?
Yeah. Select star and come down to details. Enter. And then write limit. So how do you want to limit it? Limit 5, 10, 20. So limit 5. So here, this is the syntax for MySQL. The first few that we have done, these ones are the syntax for SSMS. Remember, I said there are slight differences in syntax for different vendors. Right. So when you are using MySQL, this is the way you write it. When you are using MySQL SSMS, this is the way you write it. Select top 10, top 5, top 100, top whatever you want. In MySQL, is you write the query and then you limit it by the number of rows that you want in your output. Okay. Now, come down one step again. Let's see the syntax for Oracle. Copy anyone from the copy anyone here for Oracle. Now put the hyphens in front of for Oracle. The hyphens are sort of comment notations. You see that the coloring has changed. Now remove the top 5. And then come down. Fetch, F-E-T-C-H. Fetch first 5. Number rows only. First 5 number, space number. Space.
After 5, I should now write number.
Yeah.
Oh, but...
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't like it.
Rows.
Space again?
Yep. R-O-W. ROWS only. So this is the syntax for Oracle. This is the syntax for, obviously, these will be underlined, like SQL and Oracle will be underlined because we have now left SSMS. We are writing in MySQL and Oracle. That's why these ones are underlined. Not that the queries are wrong. If we were to be writing within MySQL, then MySQL statement will be correct within MySQL. If we were to be writing within Oracle, then the Oracle statement will be correct within Oracle. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah? If you like, you can comment all of these that we have in different systems. You can comment them out. So highlight everything for MySQL down to Oracle. Highlight it. Okay, now go up. Take your cursor up. You see where the yellow, no, the yellow bar, the X by the yellow, don't click on it. Don't click on it. Go up one step left. Yep, click on that. And that comments everything out. Okay, so that comments everything out. So what you say comment out simply means it's so it's like a comment you have written within your code. So the system does not run it when you ask the system to run. Or when you ask the system to, when I say run, I mean execute.
Okay, so definitely these ones are not executable.
They are not executable, yeah.
Okay. Commands, okay.
Any questions?
Question, please.
Yeah.
Now that we've seen how to comment these ones, would there be times when we're working on this canvas, or I don't know how you called it, the working area, and we have to put these comments there? Would we have
There'll be times. There'll be times when you have to put comments there. In fact, when I'm the one doing the writing, I normally put comments there just to show you, so that when you have the notes, you know it's kind of. So go back up.
I'm still up there.
Scroll up. No, scroll up. Scroll by, yeah, scroll that up. So for example, the second statement, you just say select star. If there is no comments there, you don't know what that means. You understand? You could easily forget. You could see select star, and then you'll be wondering what is star. Right? So if I were the one writing, I would have put a comment there to say to retrieve all columns, you used star. All columns and rows, okay? You use star.
Like that.
Yeah, I'll put a comment on top above it.
Oh, above, okay.
To retrieve all columns. And then above on the other one, I will say to retrieve specific columns. That way, when you are reading through some later time, you don't get lost. You understand? Any other question?
Okay.
Any other question? So please, the rest, Rotundo, Babatunde, Prince, Patricia, kindly, very, very kindly, very Victor, very, very, very kindly install your SSMS. That is what we will be using. Okay. And from next week, I will be doing the sharing, just so we do this quickly. So like today, we've only done a third of what I really wanted to do. But the installation process is also, in fact, the installation alone, I remember the last cohort, we spent about 2 nights doing just the installation. So there's no point we doing anything if you don't have the system within which you would work. Fortunately, Mr. Ebenezer is also taking you through the installation, so that's fine. But the last cohort, I started a little bit earlier than earlier before he came, so I had to do all the installations. So make sure you all have your SSMS installed for next week, okay? And once you've installed your SSMS, just load up the files, like create the database first. Create a database like Olufun get created. Create database and database name, right? That, and then you just execute. That creates the database. Then you go into the database, right click, then you click on tasks, and then import flat file, and then you import the files one by one. All right. But again, I think there is an error with this employee results output, the person ID. If you look at the table itself that I gave you, the person ID has got a letter in front, which is not showing here. So I think there's something wrong with the importation. I'll have a look at that, and then we might correct it in later lessons, okay? But it's a perfectly good table. Nothing in particular wrong with it. It's only good we have it for the purpose that we would use it for later on, maybe 4 weeks down the line. There's no question. Let's bring the lesson to a close.
Thank you so much, Godwin.
You're welcome. You can stop the recording.
Just 1 second.